Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into another video on TK's Tech Corner. Today we're going to be taking a look at a game controller by a company that I've never had a product from before, abxylute. They reached out to me and asked me if I test their new upcoming game controller. This here is the C6, so couldn't refuse obviously testing out on the game controller. So we're just going to crack it open, give it a little go, see what it's all about. Now the idea here is this is I guess advertised as a value controller. So what they're trying to do is create a value controller which packs a big punch, so you get a lot for your money. I think this thing here comes in at around £24 or something like this. I think it's on pre-order at the moment, but the idea is you're paying a little, but you're still getting a lot in terms of a feature set. Now we'll just go through what you get in the box. You've seen there's a dongle, there's a USB-C cable, and then the controller itself and a bit of paperwork. So we'll get the paperwork out in case we need it. There's nothing else in here, so I'm just going to set the packaging aside. Now, actually, I'm just going to get the box back again just to show compatibility, right? The list goes on. So you got Windows OS, Mac OS, Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, Android devices, iOS devices. The list just goes on and on and on. So you can see what's going on there. You're getting a controller that's going to support all of your platform and gaming requirements at a very, very good price point. So as I said, this thing here is coming in currently on their website. You can get it for £24, down from £28. Now let's just see what you're getting here right now. So firstly, and it is advertised to be, it's a very light controller, so extremely light on the hand. It's a really, really nice size. It's got a really nice overall smooth. It's plastic. It's not got any rubber texture on there. Finish really, really smooth, well-rounded all over. Feels very similar to an Xbox controller. Both the analog sticks here are Hall effect analog sticks. This is pretty much a standard these days. You would expect no less on any controller, to be honest, unless you're getting I guess an Xbox or PlayStation controller out of the box, which just for whatever reason haven't got them, but there you go. Then we've also got the analog triggers. Again, these feel very nice. So everything here feels buttery smooth. The glide rings on here are pretty much frictionless. They're very, very smooth. So great experience there. The clickiness on there, on the actual buttons, so L3, R3, very, very nice touch. The D-pad is awesome for this price point. Honestly, it's probably up there with some of the best pads I've tested. Look at the shape on that pad. Look at the size of it. It's smooth all around. It's got a lovely, lovely concave design there, and your thumb just nestles in it nicely, and it feels very, very nice. It's silent, by the way, so I think it's got membrane buttons, no micro switches, which is not a problem at all. Means it's not going to be very noisy if you're playing late at night. ABXY buttons, again, membrane buttons. They've got an embossed look there. You can see what's going on there. This button has not got any logo on it, but that's pretty much your home button. Now, one thing I did notice when I just started this video is that reminds me of the old Xbox 360 gamepads, where the 4 players when you used to connect, depending on which player you were, would connect one of those. So I haven't seen that in a very long time. It definitely gives me an old school Xbox vibe. We've got the menu buttons there and the screenshot buttons there as well. And another button here, which I think is going to be for turbo mode. And probably have to flick the menu open to find out what all these different buttons are for, but we'll come to that in a minute as we start testing it out. So it's got dual vibrators on it as well, which are adjustable. So you've got 4 levels of vibration that you can adjust here as well. It boasts an 18-hour battery life, which is quite incredible, right? So this is Bluetooth. It's wireless, 2.4 gigahertz, and wired. Now, in wired mode, they're claiming this is going to give you 200 hertz polling rate, and in a wireless mode and Bluetooth mode, it's going to give you 125 hertz polling rate. So they're claiming low latency, which no doubt it will be, across your different formats, no matter which way you decide to connect to your device. What we'll do today is we'll test it out with a Nintendo Switch. We'll also test it out with an Android tablet maybe, and just see how it functions. Now, just looking at the caps on here, you can see me fiddling while I was talking. They're actually very nice. They've got really nice smooth rubber caps here. I like the fact that, and I've mentioned this on videos before, that they are convex in design. They're not concave. Full size analog sticks, obviously. And I like the grip around here, which wraps all the way around the bottom. So you can see it's rounded all the way. They're not flat on the bottom, which sometimes I've seen, and you've heard me complain about that. Rounded all the way around. It's got a rough ridge rib around there. You can see that, which is offering a lot of traction. So, you know, no matter how you're holding that stick, you're getting traction on it all the way round. Let's move to the top. C charging port on the top, which is where it should be. And then you've got LB, RB, so the bumpers, and then also the triggers. Really nice, smooth Hall effect analog triggers there. Absolutely smooth, and the shape of them is lovely. Finger sitting on there, it's not going to be slipping anywhere at all. And they've got a very fine, you may or may not be able to see it, texture on them to give a bit of grip. So if you're getting sweaty hands while you're gaming, you're not going to have any problems with that slipping around. You can see it just there. You can see the texture on both of them actually. And that texture continues all the way around the back. With this price point, you're not getting any 2 programmable buttons on the back. You can't really expect more for something of this price point, given that, remember, you're getting the wireless dongle in the back. I've tested more expensive controllers that have been sent to me than this with wireless support, but you've got to pay extra money for the dongle. So credits to them for throwing that in at that price point. On that note then, let's get testing. Got the Nintendo Switch here. No doubt Zelda's running on there because it always is. I'm so far behind in Zelda. Oh, what a screen to turn it on. Game over. Oh, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Anyway, now to get this into Switch mode, I'm probably going to have to go onto the manual. So let's just quickly figure out what's going on here. So Nintendo Switch mode, it says, what do you got to do? What do you have to do? X input dongle, Nintendo Switch mode, home button. Oh, okay, just press home button, I suppose, and it's going to pick it up. Is that right? I'm going to pause it for a second just to check. Just going to go ahead and see what happens. Change grip order. All right, and let's just press that button and see what happens. I probably got to do some more to this, honestly. I do think I'm going to be missing something. You press and hold the home button, it says. And then all... right, okay, see, there you go. So I've got to press and hold it. Now it's flashing faster. Right, and it's paired. There we go. Let's check if this has got a gyro, because that's one of the important features for Nintendo Switch. It may not have a gyro. I don't think it has, but again, at that price point, what can you expect, right? 600 milliampere battery, weighs 186 grams, super light. It's coming in at 24 quid. We really can't ask for much more. Let's just check this out, right? So we're going to go into Zelda. Alright, we're going to continue. I'm going to put the sound up a bit as well so you can hear it. I'm going to put it there. I don't know if that helps or not, but don't want to get my face in the reflection, do we? And we'll test it out. So, now check that out. It's got a gyro in it as well, so you're even getting motion controls out of that. Yes, that is working very well. And you can see I'm about to get demolished by that big thing over there. What are they called? Flux construct. So this is working very well. I've got to try and get that crystal, right? I'm not going to get it like that, but immediately you can see what's going on here, right? For this price point, you are getting a controller that is working with the Nintendo Switch wirelessly, even with gyro support. So, I mean, come on. They've made a lovely controller. I think this is the first full-size controller foray in the market. They've got a mobile controller coming. They've got a mobile games, portable games console thing as well, like a streaming games console. Check them out, abxylute. I've got a link in the description. It's worth visiting the website. I think this is up for pre-order now. So it's worth, if you're looking for a cheap controller that you can use across multiple formats, getting in with this is my opinion, because it really, really is a really well built, quality, nice feeling controller. You don't need to worry about the back buttons, as I said, right? For that price point, it really, really is very, very nice. And it's doing all the stuff it should be doing absolutely fine. Look at that. I think I've just placed all my pins in the same place for no reason. Haven't I? Yes, I have. And I've been punched again, right? You can see I need a bit more practice at that. The home button works absolutely fine as well. Let's quickly test out resume. So if I turn it off, controller goes off. If I press home, does it turn on or not? I'm not sure. And it does. There you go. So you're getting full feature support there. Let's also just quickly try it out on an Android device. So I've got my tablet here. Again, Y and home. I've got a different combination of buttons, lights flashing now. Now if I do this, it should come up as gamepad. Right, there we go. Now this should work. I will give you access to my contacts if you really want it. So hopefully if this thing pairs now, we can give it a quick go. Just waiting for that to pair. Right, so that's paired. Let's go and test out some games. Let's see what we've got on here. Dead Cells, always a good one to test out. I'll put the volume high, not too high because it's quite late. You may or may not be able to hear the volume, but that's not what you're here for. You're just here to see the quality of this gamepad gameplay. So, you can see the controller's working absolutely fine. I'm not going to say how good this game is because I always say how good it is, don't I? And here's me only ever playing it on reviews, but it is a good game. Right, there you go. You can see it's working absolutely fine. Android, Switch, no doubt it will work on PC or whatever else you want to test it on, as it says with a dongle as well. You can leave this connected in the computer. You can switch between your PC, your Switch, your tablet or phone, whatever you want, without any issues whatsoever. It's going to work absolutely fine. See how awesome that is? Come on, 24 quid. You couldn't ask for more for £24, right? I think they've really, really nailed the price point with a controller like this. They've not tried too hard. When they initially sent me the details, I was a bit dubious. I was thinking, we're generally testing controllers that are, £30, £40, £50. We've had some expensive controllers here on the table. And then now, they're competing with some big brand names for such a cheap price point. It's really, really incredible to see really, really good quality products coming to the market at really, really affordable prices for the most people. So I do like that a lot. I like that, you know, they're making controllers for everyone here. Very important. What am I doing? You can see how fluid the controller is, the game also is as well. You can, almost forgot I was recording for a second, but you can see how easy it is to get lost in a little game on your tablet when you've got a great, you know, controller and overall great gaming experience that kind of just lets you enjoy that session even more. Look at that. Very, very responsive. And normally when I'm recording, you see me play this, I quickly test it, I turn it off. The reason why I'm playing this is, again, you know, I'm a bit baffled that at this price point, how am I getting such good quality experience overall? It's incredible. So I'm just playing to make sure, you know, this isn't just like it's good for a minute. No, this is not. This is, I mean, comfort. Well, I'm testing comfort here now, right? Just overall, the texture is working, the grips are working, the triggers are nice. Everything is really nice here. How it should be. Feel like I'm playing a game on the console, eh? What do you do? Right. While I wrap up, I'm going to keep playing. So what I'm going to say is they have got, as I said, a mobile controller coming as well. I think it was the M9. I can't remember the name 100%, so don't quote me. But hopefully we'll be able to get that controller from abxylute, because if it's going to be as good quality as this one, then, you know, for a mobile controller, it's going to be a great choice. I really, really do look forward to getting my hands on that as well and bringing it to the table to review for you all to enjoy and consider, you know, if you're in the market for a new mobile controller. And in the meantime, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a thumbs up. Any questions about this awesome controller, please ask it in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, because I'm going to try and get more of this stuff on this channel, on this table, to review for you as soon as we can. I'll see you in the next one.